Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel, Dimples on Demand. So today's video is going to be about Instacart. I'm just going to do one batch and take you guys through how I complete the batch from start to finish. So right now I'm in my car. I make sure nowadays that my tank has at least a half a tank of gas, so I'm good on gas. And we're just gonna go to the phone and see what batches are available. So let me start to screen record for you guys, because everyone has been asking about tips and tricks or shortcuts on how to tackle these Instacart orders. So I'm gonna take you guys through how I complete one batch. So right now I go to my dashboard and there is not one batch. There are no batches available when I sign on. So I'm just gonna wait until something comes up that I think is worth doing. I try not to sit around and wait and just waste time, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do so because I do want everyone who is new to Instacart to actually have a good foundation to start off. There are a lot of YouTube videos who break down Instacart from beginning to end. With how you're actually supposed to handle your batches. So I know some of them are a bit out of date, but really and truly most of the information still applies. But I wanted to put something out there that was fresh for you guys so you can have a good foundation on, you know, how to complete your first batch. Okay, so we have some batches that just popped up. I'm going to go through them with you. I can already see that I'm not going to do any of these simply because they are all too far from my current location. So let's just look at the first one. This one is 3 items, which if I was near this supermarket I would do it because it's just so easy, but I'm not gonna do it. It's too far. I do not go to this area of Brooklyn. But yes, so you will see it's one full service order, 3 items, 2.7 miles, which is around where I want to stay. I like to do 2 and under, but 2.7 I will let slide. And it's actually pretty easy. These items look like items that I know that they will probably have. It's ice cream and sausages, so it's just easy. But again, I'm too far, so I'm not going to take it. Let me show you guys a delivery only order, because a lot of people ask about delivery only. So the one we were just looking at, this one is a delivery only. It's paying $10.09. Now with delivery only orders, all you have to do is go into the store, you'll scan the bag. The bag has a barcode, a sticker that has a barcode on it. You'll scan the bags in, then you'll drop off, and then you'll scan the bags out. Now I'm not going to be doing this order, but if you look back, I'll insert in the cards a video where I'm actually scanning the bags in and out. So that order, even if I was there, I still wouldn't do it because it's 6.2 miles and it's actually going from Brooklyn to Queens, which I never think is worth it, especially for no damn $10. So, but just so you guys can see, it is a delivery only bag, and this is probably just gonna be 1 bag, maybe 2. And you can see on the map, let me zoom in, that it's going from Brooklyn, crossing over to Queens, and this looks like it's going to a building, not a building, a business. So yeah, that's that. Not gonna be doing that one. So still nothing is on my screen. We're still gonna wait. So right here we have a ShopRite order. I'm gonna actually pick this one up. Just by looking at it, it's close. Let me just look at it real quick. It's actually down the block from where I am. And yeah, so this is a great order. It's the ShopRite near my home, and I'm dropping it off down the block. So let's go. I didn't want to spend too much time looking through it because I have a feeling it was going to disappear. So let's go pick it up. So again, yeah, so if you're nervous about starting Instacart, I would say don't be nervous. If you make a mistake, that's okay. The key is to always communicate with your customer. Introduce yourself, let them know that you are, you're gonna be shopping for them, and just keep that line of communication open, because at the end of the day, your rating is important. Right now, Instacart is not really focusing on the ratings, but once everything goes back to normal, you are not going to see good orders unless you have a higher rating. So to that, I say, don't slack now, don't get lazy now. Try to keep your rating up. Try to have good communication with your customers. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been asking about the delivery bags that I use. And I just want to let you guys know that I use the same bags that I would use to do a food delivery order. I also use them for Instacart. This is inside the red one. And yes, it's ripped. Yes, I know. But one day I'm just going to sew it. I was going to get a new one, but I'm like, for what? I could actually just sew that myself. But anyway, I put a lot of grocery bags in here. I can fit at least, if it's plastic bags, I could fit at least 8, sometimes 10, depending on the items, in this one red bag. And I actually got this for free from DoorDash when I first signed up, but they also sell them at webstaurant.com, I believe, for $15. This is one that I just bought from webstaurant.com, and this can hold about 2, 3, sometimes even 4 plastic bags. And then this one is the one that I use the most for hot foods and for Instacart as well. So primarily I'll use this black one and this red one because they're just easier to carry to me. So for those of you who have been asking, these are the bags that I use. I'll usually just load up a bunch of grocery bags and throw them in the back of the car. So I just arrived in the ShopRite parking lot. A quick tip that I have is try to choose, if you can, try to choose your parking spaces wisely. So at my particular location, there's upstairs parking and downstairs parking. It's easier to me to utilize the downstairs parking area because I could bring my cart right up to the car and just load in the groceries. Upstairs now, you have to wait for an attendant to actually release the lock on your cart in order to push the cart to your car, which sometimes they're not available. So that's a good tip. So before I go in, I'm going to sanitize my hands because I leave a bottle of hand sanitizer there. And I'm going to put on my gloves. Actually, I have a box of gloves in my car. And then someone asked, when am I putting my mask on and off? Which I used to just, actually I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it on, but just pull it down. So when I'm in the supermarket and there's literally no one around me, I'll leave the mask like this. The moment that I see people entering the aisle that I'm in, it goes on my face. So for right now, my mask is not on. I'm going to get in the elevator, and if somebody comes in there with me, I'm putting it on. So let's go and start this batch. And I have you guys on the pop socket. You guys need to get one because I rest it in the grocery cart, and that makes it easier for me to just quickly view some of the items. I'll show you right now how I rest. When you guys are going through your shopping list, if you see produce, try to just grab as many as these bags as you think you will need. So if they have bananas, strawberries, blah, 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 pick up as many as you would need so you don't have to keep going back. So we're gonna start the batch right now. And we could see what this customer wants. Introduce myself to this customer. I actually created short little messages within my iPhone so I could quickly text the customer. So that's just a way for me to introduce myself. Let me go back so you guys can see that. So he's alerted that I've started shopping. So I got his tomatoes. He wants 2 firm ones, which I found. 5 bananas. I'm going to just text him to let him know the bananas are a little bit on the green side, but they'll ripen up shortly. I'm also going to take a picture of the bananas so he can see exactly what I am talking about. And you can do so in the app by pressing the little camera on the left side. Try to gather all your items that needs to be weighed and do it all at the end. So you won't have to keep running back to the scale to weigh them one by one. Try to do it all at once at the end when you're about to leave the produce section. So you can see that the customer actually responded to that quick little message and picture that I sent him earlier about the bananas, and he confirmed that they were fine. I was unable to locate this brand that the customer wanted, so I made sure to text to see if they wanted a possible replacement. I also sent the customers pictures of the pickles that were available as a replacement. While I'm waiting for the customer to respond, I carry on with the rest of the shopping list. The customer responded and stated they only wanted that brand of pickles. When I'm done shopping, I send a quick message letting the customer know I'm headed to checkout. Here I'm checking out and I'm going to be paying using Apple Pay. It was that easy. At this point, I was informed by the cashier that the limit on the water was 2 and the customer wanted 3. So I had to back out of the order to rescan 1 bottle of water, and instead of putting quantity 3, I put that the quantity was 2. I also sent a quick message to the customer letting them know about the limits, just so they are not surprised when they see that they only received 2 waters. And then you saw it just now at the top that the purchase went through via Apple Pay. These are the bags packed and ready to go. Okay, completed that shopping trip and on my way to drop this. So it wasn't so bad. If I was not filming, I would have completed it sooner, but I just wanted to make sure that I was able to show you guys what I run into, because it just so happened that a lot of the things that could happen did happen on this trip. Like, I made sure to show you what would happen if I scanned an item incorrectly. So you will see that Instacart prompts you and says, actually girl, you picked up the wrong thing, make sure you try again. And you can see that when I was actually getting ready to cash out, the cashier informed me that there was a limit on the gallon of water. So I was able to communicate that to the customer just so they didn't think that I mistakenly forgot a bottle, because that's not the case. Some supermarkets, or most supermarkets, I believe, are putting limits on the items that the customers are purchasing. So I was able to show you that. And then you can see how I communicated with the customer. He was responsive. I think it was like 90%. I would give him 90% responsive with the messages I was sending him. Some of you might think that the messages are overkill, but I don't think that they are. For example, those pickles that he wanted, they didn't have them. So of course, I don't eat pickles. I don't know the difference. Anybody would say, oh, I'm picking up whatever pickles. Oh, he said he only likes Classen. So it's a good thing that I was able to confirm that that's the brand that the customer wanted, because if I would have picked up another brand, then that customer would have been unhappy with what I selected for him. And you could have seen, you saw that in the replacements, customer's choice was another Classen brand. So yeah, so I'm on my way to drop off right now. The drop off is about, I don't know, 10 minutes from here, which is actually great. So yeah, exciting. So I've shown you guys this before, but I put everything in a shopping cart to make it easier for me to transport to the customer. When you communicate with your customer, you might get an envelope of money. So she ended up leaving me this money, and she was very grateful for the service that I offered her, and I am very grateful for this tip. So sanitize. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that I was able to answer all of your questions correctly, and that you can take something from this and you can be great Instacart shoppers. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends. Come on. Bye.